It's time once again for That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ, where business becomes show business. Jamie is a leading Tampa Bay real estate agent and featured on the Wall Street Journal's list of top 100 real estate agents in the nation. Jamie invites you to list your home with him today and learn more at tampabayradio.com. Now, live in studio and promoting the entrepreneurial spirit that drives the American economy, your host, Jamie Maloney.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to hour number 2 of That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business. Fresh off of my 20-year high school reunion back up there in Elkins, West Virginia. So thanks to Julianne Nichols and the cast and crew who filled in on Friday and did a good show for me. So appreciate that, having a good support system of people to hold it down when I'm out of the area and stuff. And so I had a great little product. I want to talk about this thing again because I know I have a different set of listeners in the 8 o'clock hour, but I came across the next big thing up there from my friend Jake Gooden, and I know he's listening the hour. He'll be listening here because I told him I was going to talk about this thing on the show. But our DJ could not show up or was not available at our event on Saturday night at the bar, and so we had no music. And so he rolls in there with this portable beer cooler / speaker box, hooks his phone up to this thing, and was the life of the party. And if you're watching the live video stream, I got a picture of this thing. There it is right there. It's a Igloo beer cooler with speakers on the outside of the box that have been built into the box, and on the inside of the box is an amplifier, a battery, you got a fuse in there. It looks like the inside of a car stereo system. So.
Yeah, speaking of that, was there any trunk rattling?
It wasn't that powerful, but I'm sure you could step up that amplifier and get those speakers kicking a little bit harder. But I told him, I said it needs a little bit of a modification there to get some beer in there. Obviously, you got electronic parts in there, so if you put some beer in there, the water's obviously going to damage that. But it's portable. You plug the phone into it, and now you got a portable beer and speaker box. And he was taking requests all night, and he was the life of our party.
The entire inside of it is all electrical or speakers. So
yeah, so it needs a little modification.
Where is he actually going to put the ice and?
That's what I'm saying. It needs a little bit of a modification to make some more room in there and protect the electrical components. Maybe the solution may be just a beer cooler, but you can take that thing to the beach or to the bar. That's true West Virginia ingenuity right there. And I'm going to show up to 1 million cups with this thing when I'm going to get this thing.
That's better
when he gets me a better prototype.
Instrument.
Yeah, but you can see this over on the live stream over at tampabayradio.com, and of course we'll put that up available on the show recap. Links to that as well over on our YouTube channel. But that's the type of ingenuity that I grew up around. Down here in Florida, nobody would ever show up to the bar with that thing.
No.
And so it's that type of creative mind that I miss up in West Virginia. Down here, it's so much more professionalism and not so much redneck engineering.
Slickers.
Yeah. So.
Bunch of city slickers down here.
But a good time. I had about I came from a class of about 250 people, and I think we had about 50 or 60 people show up to our 20-year reunion, and it was a good time had by all. And a few people there I didn't recognize. I was surprised how some people had changed, and I had asked my friends who they were, surprisingly enough. But a good time going down memory lane, and I'm glad I made it. Glad to be back here in Florida too, because I had no signal in West Virginia. So if anybody tried to get a hold of me over the weekend, my data plan ran out, and in the mountains of West Virginia, it's just terrible service. It's in and out, and we're in a valley in Elkins, West Virginia, and so it's not good service up there. So I had no Google Maps on my phone. I had to rely on pretty much road signs, and I had to stop at a gas station and ask one of the attendants how to get to someplace.
So the truth is you got bored, and you're the guy who built the boombox Igloo.
Hey, I wish I could claim that thing. That thing's pretty. I used to put in speakers in cars.
We need to get a Kickstarter started for that guy.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be talking about this thing if I wasn't impressed by it. I thought that was a pretty neat little thing. And I used to put speakers in cars. In West Virginia growing up, a sound system inside a car was, you had to have one. I had a kicking system in my car, and I had Orion speakers were the big thing back when I was in school. And I had this big Orion thing posted across the top of my windshield glass.
And your Firebird?
And no, it was a Mustang. It was a Mustang.
Same different 5.0?
No, it was the what was that one? The 4-cylinder, the 3 whatever. I forget what it was. But no, it wasn't the 5.0. I dreamed of having the 5.0 in high school.
Was it a rag top?
No, it was a hard top, not a convertible. It was an '87 beater Mustang that my dad got for me when I was 15, and ended up, like I said, paid him off and then some throughout the years. And
what was the most played song?
Most played song. Well, there was
I'm
no
guessing
one.
Eye of the Tiger.
No, a lot of Journey requests though. Journey obviously being very popular. Journey and a little bit Nirvana as well. So a lot of
Nirvana?
rockers and
That's
stuff. We were
a odd
rockers
mix.
and stuff up there.
Yeah,
So
of course you were.
So not so much
West
down
Virginia.
here, and not too much into the R&B and the hip hop and stuff like that. Mostly rock songs and things like that. So.
Vanilla Ice was not popular back in the day.
He was for that one song, Ice Ice Baby. So, good show planned for you today. On the second part of today's show, be talking with Kristen Chittenden. She is the president of the Young Men's Service League, and I think I got that right this time. But up first, I have Matt Rutzkowitz. He is the founder of Surge Curve, and you can learn more about this over at surgecurve.com. So, Matt, welcome to the program today.
I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. So, Matt, first off, tell us, what is Surge Curve?
Yeah, so at Surge Curve, we're the easiest way to showcase your people, your product, or your service. So what does that mean? If you think about a generic Meet the Team page on a lawyer's website, or when you're at an auto dealership and you're looking through the salespeople, they're just pictures with bios. So what we do is allow everybody to have an interactive video presence on the company website so that prospects and customers can virtually meet you before they even walk in, then schedule calls with you, and this whole video interactive experience increases conversions for your company.
Okay, so this is a video. Is it an app? Am I saying that right?
Yeah. So what you do is you download the mobile app, and then you shoot an intro video about yourself. So you can say something personal. Hey, my name's Jamie, graduated from University of West Virginia. I'm not sure where you went, but I heard you say you're from West Virginia.
West Virginia, yeah, that's where I went to high school, yes.
Yeah. And you could say, I have 2 kids at home, whatever, just a little personal introduction. And then people can get a feel for you before they even reach out. So the bottom line is people buy from people who they like and who they trust. So what we help you do is establish that trust online and then allow people to reach out to you directly right from there.
Okay, so where is the app available? Is this both on the iOS and the Android operating systems?
Just on iOS right now.
Okay.
In the next few weeks, it'll be available on Android.
Okay. And was this entirely your creation? Is there a team behind this? Tell me a little bit about how this product came together.
Definitely. So I'll give you a little bit of an entrepreneurial journey. We do have a team behind it. We have a development team, and then we also have some marketing people that are working with us as well. But it started because I was originally in the digital marketing space. And I'll give you a little bit of a background on how I got to the idea. I was in the events business about 2.5 years ago, and I was doing brewery tours, rock climbing for millennials. I graduated University of Tampa 2013. And then from there, as I was doing these events, it wasn't really working out. People weren't really coming out to my events. And I started doing a little video blog in the morning, like the top 5 things that happen while you're asleep. And I was getting thousands of views a week on these little rinky-dink news blogs in the morning. So my dad, who had an IT company, said, Matt, he said one day, if you had a wife and kids at home, what would you do to put food on the table? And I said, I would do these video blogs. Nobody's coming to my events. I would do these video blogs. I'm getting thousands of views. I find out a way to monetize them. He goes, okay, we'll do something for my company. So I did something for him, and then a real estate agent reached out, and a chiropractor reached out. And all these people started reaching out, and we started doing video blogs for all these different companies. I knew nothing about video. So as that was going well, I started getting into some social advertising, and then I started to get into email automation, and it started blossoming. And one of my mentors actually said, I love what you're doing. I love your passion. I love how you're so good at changing on the dime. Let's do a project together. He said, what would you like to do? And, I've been thinking about this idea for a while of really, the concept was about showcasing people within a company. So all brands look the same, for the most part. Everybody sees this big brand with, similar messaging, and everybody sees pictures and text. I said, how can we make this more interactive and make it affordable for all companies? And that's how I came up with Surge Curve.
Okay, so you could showcase a real estate team, sort of like having the same background maybe with a photographer, where it's consistent, this consistent brand with the photography. You're creating a consistent video image then for a real estate team or any business for that matter, correct?
Exactly. So a lot of real estate teams right now, they all have their pictures on their card. They all have their pictures on their website. It's very hard to differentiate other than looking at maybe a few reviews. So people can now easily, through their smartphone, just virtually introduce themselves online and allow people to start the communication process right within that video. The conversions increase dramatically on your website.
Now, what are some
like a live chat?
Now, what are some of the features of the app? There are obviously video apps out there on the marketplace. What are some of the ways that your app differs from the video apps that are out there?
Definitely. So the first thing is when you take a video, it automatically goes to your website, your landing page. So you don't have to upload it to YouTube, then pull the embed code, and then put it on your website, and then call your developer and do all that stuff. You take a video, and it automatically directs to that landing page on your website. That's the first thing. The second thing is there's a call scheduling feature. So when somebody finds you, they want to work with you, they can go ahead and schedule a call with you. We also have a rating system in there, and it's based on a 5-star rating system. So people can leave ratings and reviews right in the system for you to help your organic SEO and to be found on Google. And then you can also have a news feed, which is really great for producing relevant and updated content. So a lot of people don't necessarily know how to make the best video. So what we do is allow you to have this news feed where we'll give you prompts. So it'll say, hey, go out and take this type of video today, or hey, go take a showcase of a new listing that you have, or hey, go take a picture or video of a new piece of inventory that you have on a lot. And you can put it in this news feed similar to an Instagram style feed so that you can have relevant content all the time and constantly keep your customers and prospects engaged.
So you can create landing pages on your website. You do the video out in the field, and those videos will then connect over to the landing page, so they're instantly delivered to the website. Am I understanding that correctly?
You are understanding that perfectly correctly.
Is that done through a streaming website, something like Wowza or 5 Cent CDN?
No, this is just our own custom software right now.
Okay. And people can learn more about this over at surgecurve.com. I got to take a break, but I got a lot more with Matt Rutzkowitz when I come back from the break. He is the founder of this app, available right now on the iOS system and soon to be available on the Android system. Learn more over at surgecurve.com. You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
Teresa Turner is a certified public accountant and the founder of Tax Happens, a boutique-style CPA firm providing small businesses and individuals with hands-on, personalized tax and accounting services. Although we would love to tell you how happy their clients are, we would like you to see for yourself. Tax Happens has 21 Google reviews and a 4.8-star Google rating, 17 Yelp reviews and a 5-star Yelp rating, 38 Facebook reviews and a 4.9-star Facebook rating. What sets Tax Happens apart is number 1, upfront pricing, 2, clear deadlines, 3, personally available year-round, and number 4, a willingness to empower clients to do as much or as little as they desire. Visit taxhappens.com for more information.
Have you ever tried to buy a home for your family only to find out that you don't qualify for a mortgage loan? You thought that after 20 years as a customer of your bank, they would help you when you needed it the most, right? Unfortunately, the banks of today are not the banks of our parents and grandparents, and our relationships with them just don't matter anymore. My name is Frank Cotto, and I'm the president of the Lincoln Lending Group. We all may need a bank, but we also need a Frank, and that's what I'm here to do for you today. Lincoln Lending Group will waive all of your lending fees, which include your mortgage, application fee, your underwriting fee, processing fees, and any bank points. Just call 813-MORTGAGE. You drop the E, and we'll drop the fee.
Tampa Bay weather is a roof killer. That's why when getting your roof done, you want it done right. Hi, I'm Jamie Maloney of That Business Show. When considering a new roof or repair, talk to Westfall Roofing. They've been installing high-quality roofs in Tampa Bay for over 25 years. Get a free, no-obligation estimate by calling 855-99-ROOFING. That's 855-99-ROOFING. Find out what already 15,000 satisfied customers already know. Call now, 855-99-ROOFING. In an age when the good and the better vie for attention, it is the best that stands out. The Best of Tampa Bay from Proudly Florida is the love story for the city of Tampa, celebrating success, sharing achievements, a tribute to enterprise and community spirit. Let Proudly Florida showcase your business to your city, your nation, and the world. For more information, email info@proudlyflorida.com and be sure to visit proudlyflorida.com.
Are you in need of new flooring or ready to tackle that home remodeling project? Then contact Yeager & Company Incorporated, a family-owned, state-certified general contracting business with over 70 years of experience and the recipient of the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 8 years in multiple categories. Yeager & Company comes to you with their shop-at-home flooring sales service, and their hardwood flooring refinishing is the very best in the Bay. Kitchen and bath design featuring American-made, well-born cabinets, and all work is done by employees, not subcontractors. Learn more at YeagerFlooring.com.
If you've been following That Business Show on Facebook and Twitter, you may have noticed the quality of some of our images. That's because one of our sponsors is pro photographer Rick Taseda, a member of the Professional Photographers of America. You can view his extensive work by going to his website at ricktaseda.com or call him for an appointment to chat about your photography needs at 813-641-4757. That's 813-641-4757. Rick Taseda Visuals. Call him for your next event or project.
From the Bright House Networks Traffic Center.
Left lane blocked with a disabled vehicle and some fire trucks on the eastbound side of the Howard Franklin Bridge. It is just as you get on the bridge before the hump heading towards Tampa. Once you get past that, it is slow into Tampa. Also, we're seeing delays on southbound I-75 approaching I-4, southbound 275 between Fowler Avenue and Sly, and State Road 60 now open in both directions between Valrico and Dover Road. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson, New York, Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line, 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by Boys and Girls Club of America.
It's 3 p.m. School's out for America's kids. And when school's out, clubs are in. It's time to support the Boys and Girls Clubs. Visit greatfutures.org.
Today, a mix of sun and clouds, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 91. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 77. Tomorrow, a 30% rain chance, high 91.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
And we're back to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business. Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 here on Tampa Bay's 1250 Wins WHNZ. Also, video stream live over at TampaBayRadio.com. Also, a reminder to connect with me on all the different social media sites, Facebook.com/That Business Show. Also, you can find me on Twitter under Jamie_Maloney.
Speaking of social media sites, sorry about that. Speaking of social media sites, Matt, does your app, is it a companion app to things like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram? Do you stream straight to social media or just a landing page of the website?
Definitely. So we use our own private video hosting software. So when it's on your website, it's privately hosted through our own custom video streaming software. And then what you can do is you can share out each piece of content to your personal Facebook page and send it via an email. So let's say that you take a video of a new listing. You can either put that listing on the custom landing page, or you can send that out to somebody through a personal email. Now, what you can also do is, if you put something on a landing page and you want to promote it, you can share that out to your current social media. So I could share that to my Matt Ruckovitz personal Facebook page. I could share that to my Matt Ruckovitz Twitter account. I could share that to my Matt Ruckovitz LinkedIn. And now if I work for a larger company and they like the content as well, they can also share that piece of content to the business page. So there's a lot of different options for the sharing once you create the content.
So it's like a one-stop shop for social media and things like that. So basically it's the same as like Instagram. Like if I were to take a video or a picture on Instagram, it gives you the option to select different social media outlets to share that with. Can you do that automatically, or do you have to, like Instagram, go through each one and select them?
So it's not like Instagram. It does do pictures and videos, yes. but it's a way for an entire business to manage all the videos. So let's say I'm a law firm with 6 different reps, or excuse me, 6 different lawyers. What each lawyer can do is create their own mini profile within the page that the business has full control over. And then each lawyer can sit in their office or, be out at a client's office or be wherever they may be and take videos to help the company produce content. So it's a one-stop shop where everybody can funnel to that one page. Now, if they want to, they can also share the content individually to their personal social media, but the firm has full control over everything that they do. So if they see something they don't like, they can edit or delete it. But it's not just an individual Instagram where people would just have their own pictures and videos to themselves. It's a place where the whole business can stick the videos together.
Well, if you're doing video, how long do the videos, or how long can the videos be? I mean, do you have the option of just 30 seconds, or can you go up to a few minutes at a time?
You can go up to a few minutes right now. So we recommend no longer than about 2 minutes for each video, but you could do it as short as you like, and then we cap you right about 5 minutes. But the average engagement is usually maximized within that 2-minute mark. And people's attention spans are short.
And I've been saying for a while now that those short video clips are gold in business. I've been running a live video stream here for a couple years, but it's hard to get somebody to watch a 60-minute, an hour or 2-hour video when they see it up on their feed. But we also do these short little video clips that we just throw them up on my Facebook page, facebook.com/thatbusinessshow. Those things get tons and tons of views.
Well, I mean, if I have personal interest in this product because I do a lot of or we're planning to cover a lot of events. So if I wanted to post live updates and not use Facebook Live, this sounds like something. If I had 2 minutes, I can go and do interviews, say at a convention center or a business convention, comic convention, anything, and interview these people with this app, and then it goes straight to my website, my social media, and everything, creating a bunch of new contact almost instantly. Am I correct in that?
Exactly. So what happens right now is, let's say, once again, let's say you have 3 people that go to the show with you, right? And they all want to take videos. If they all go to the show and they all take videos, they all have to take them to their phone, then they have to download them, then they have to send them to you, then you have to upload them to YouTube, then you have to put them on your website.
I already want to buy your product.
What we do is I allow you and each of your team members, you guys can just download the mobile app, and then it'll all go right to that page instantaneously. So you don't have to gather all the content from everybody. You don't have to worry about transcribing the videos and uploading them and then putting them on your website. Each person has the mobile app. They shoot a video at the event, click done. The video goes straight to your landing page. Now, from there, what they can also do is they could share it out if they wanted to their personal pages to help you promote the page and promote the event. Or you can also share it to your business Facebook page to promote the event as well.
Is there a lag when the video is played on social media or on the business because the video is hosted maybe on your server instead of on the web pages server or the social media server? So when you click the play button, is there a 5-10 second wait for the video to start playing?
So it all streams live, or excuse me, not streams live. It's all real-time streaming. What we do is we share the link, so you can't actually play it directly through Facebook right now, but you can share the content through Facebook. So when you get to Facebook, it'll have a cover image and a link that will bring you back to the landing page to play the video. We're working on sharing the physical video through social media, but right now you can just share the deep link.
That's awesome.
Good information from another young entrepreneur here out of Tampa. Another reason I love Tampa Bay. So many great, amazing thinkers out there coming up with good products to help us out here in our community. So Matt Rutzkowitz, thank you so much for being in, or on the phone line, I should say, today, talking to us about Surge Curve.
I really appreciate your time. Have a great day.
All right, take care, Matt. And again, Matt Rutzkowitz, he is the founder of Surge Curve, this app available on the iOS operating system right now and soon to be available on the Android operating system, designed to take video clips from the field and put them on a landing page. Great way to brand a team or an event or an organization around a central theme, and a lot of other uses for this as well. Learn more, surgecurve.com. Coming back from the break, I got Kristen Chittenden, president of the Young Men's Service League, on That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business.
Hi, I'm Kelly Ham from Bill Meyer Ham Consulting. Did you know that one of the biggest challenges that leaders face is getting their employees to be engaged, motivated, and producing amazing business results? At Bill Meyer Ham Consulting, we'll help you transform your workforce culture from one that might be underperforming, maybe mediocre, to achieving amazing business results. You see, we realize that your workforce culture is equally as important as your business plan and your business strategy. The two must be aligned in order for you to reach your desired business and financial goals.
Carol.
Hey, Jim.
I've just got this plan that could really help with our process here.
Okay, why don't you just have a seat and let's go over it.
Let us help you transform your workforce culture by leveraging your most important assets, your people. I want to know what's going on in your organization. Let us help you transform your workforce culture. Let's have a conversation.
I feel guilty that I can't always be there when Mom feels stuck at home. She was always there for us. But now she can't get out, and I'm not always available to take her places. Someone else needs to help her get around. Then I learned about Home Instead. Now Mom can do what she enjoys because her personal caregiver is there, and I can just be a daughter again.
Are you struggling to care for your loved one? We can help. Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
$95.95.
This report is brought to you by E-Bar's Saturday Market. From unique artisan crafts and jewelry to fresh local produce and delectable baked goods, the E-Bar Saturday Market is where family and friends come to shop, eat, and explore. Join their market family every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in E-Bar's Centennial Park. Parking is free and pets are always welcome.
1250 winds, weather center forecast starting the week in the lower 90s, 40% chance of rain, partly sunny skies, overnight lows, upper 70s near 80 degrees, rain chance up over the next couple of days, temperature staying in the low 90s. Impact Radio 1250 winds, WHNZ.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
And welcome back to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business. Also available live stream over at TampaBayRadio.com. And also, again, be sure to connect with me on all the different social media sites. Facebook.com/That Business Show. And as I mentioned in that last segment, we do a lot of short video clips for the guests, and those are like gold. Those things get over 500 views on average, and they can hit 1,000 to 2,000 views. And I've even had them hit 10,000 views before, too. Just depends on if people like and share them. Some of those things really take off. So the short little video clips should be used in your business to not only be put on your website to help SEO and credibility, but just put them up on your social media, and a great way to get your message out there. Just put a message in there, put a hashtag in there or something about your business to brand yourself, and start using those short little video clips. People watch those things. You put up anything over about 60 seconds, they don't get as much engagement. Typically around 30 seconds or less really gets a really good engagement. Of course, making them entertaining also helps, but just video in general really gets a lot of traction out there on social media right now, as we're finding out. Time to bring in my next guest for the program. Kristen Chittenden, president of the Young Men's Service League, is with me today. So, Kristen, welcome to the program today.
Thank you, Jamie.
So, I want to talk a little bit about yourself and your background, but first, tell me the Young Men's Service League, what this organization is about.
Okay, well, it's a community service-based organization where mothers and sons who are between 9th and 12th grade, volunteer for local philanthropies. The sons also learn leadership and practical life skills, and it fosters the mother-son relationship during those teenage years while you're out participating in these local philanthropies.
Okay, so what's the history of this organization? Why was this? Where was the need for this, and why did this come about?
So we are the South Tampa chapter, and we're affiliated with the national chapter. And the national chapter started in Plano, Texas, in 2001 by Pam and Julie Rosner. They were sisters-in-law who both had daughters that were active in the National Charity League, which is basically the girls' version of YMSL. And they realized there wasn't a similar organization for their sons, and so they created YMSL in Plano, Texas, and it grew out of Plano to several chapters within the Texas area. Currently, it's celebrating 15 years, and it's grown to 66 chapters in 10 states with 4,600 roughly 4,600 moms and over 5,000 young men who participate throughout the nation.
So there's 5,000 men that are members, and I guess the counterparts, the mothers too. So I guess you could say you have, what, 10,000 members.
Correct.
Then?
That's right.
So how did you find the organization? Did you have a son, and this came about as a result of that?
So I have 3 children, actually. My oldest is 21, and when he was in high school...
No way.
Yeah, 21, wow.
He is. He keeps reminding me, it's 3 weeks away, Mom. He's 21, and when he was in high school, he had to get hours for his Bright Future Scholarship. And like most teenagers, he procrastinated and at the last minute fulfilled the hours and received the scholarship. So when our 17-year-old son, Quinn, started at Plant in the 9th grade, I was looking for an organization where he could really complete the hours throughout his high school career. And he wrestled his freshman year, and one of the moms, who was the mother of a fellow wrestler, said, you really need to look into this organization that I'm a part of. It's great. It fosters the relationship between you and your son, but he'll also get the community service hours, and you can apply those to the Bright Future scholarships.
Is this organization geared towards any type of youth? It's not necessarily like for troubled or misguided youth. I mean, anybody and any male between 9th and 12th grade can get involved in this.
That's right. Anybody who's in the South Tampa and really surrounding area, because we service not just the South Tampa area, but some schools that would be considered out of the South Tampa area. We're really looking to grow the organization. So if there are people in North Tampa, in West Chase, in Sarasota, wherever throughout Florida that are interested in starting their own local chapter, we're looking to grow that. But our chapter itself is still growing. So we're looking for incoming freshmen and sophomores right now. And we'll even take up to juniors. But there's really a 4-year plan for these boys to learn life skills and practical skills. So we like to get them in the freshman year so that they complete the entire 4-year plan.
What has your experience and your son's experience been like since going through the organization then? Has it increased or strengthened the bond? And was there a little bit, is there still a little bit of awkwardness? I know I didn't want my mom around in high school. I felt awkward and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you still battle that, or how does that help with that?
I definitely battle that. I mean, I think just in general, the teenage years are really, really tough. They're tough for boys and girls alike. And you can really lose touch with your kids. I used to work with a judge who told me that teenagers have 3 responses to their parents, and they're not even really words. They say, and and that's basically
wow,
it.
That's like 3 responses I say to pretty much anything.
Right.
I remember I used to get in trouble as a young guy too, with making those making those sounds. My mom's like, "You got to talk. You got to say something I can understand." And
right.
stuff. And she would beat that into me as a young kid. I still do.
I get told all the time, "Josh, use your words."
I tell my children that all the time. Use your words. But
it's got to be tough being mistaken as your kid's older sister. I mean, that's got to be rough, right?
Yeah, there have definitely been some awkward moments. For sure.
All right, so you've had a good experience, but tell us more about the experience in the organization.
So the experience itself has been great. Some mornings you have to wake up really early to go and volunteer for the philanthropies, and I'm dragging Quinn out of bed, and he doesn't want to go that morning. But what's amazing is at the end of volunteering, he always says, "I'm really glad you got me up this morning," and we went out and did this. So he and I have participated in Metropolitan Ministries. We've participated in Support the Troops, which is packing boxes for servicemen and women overseas. We've participated on the American Victory Ship, which is really my favorite. We go to the American Victory Ship, which is a floating World War II museum right outside of the aquarium, and we assist in setup and breakdown if they have an activity on the vessel, or we paint. We've done a lot of painting. We've probably painted half of the ship.
Where's that? Where's the ship at?
It's docked right outside the aquarium. And that one is special to me because I work in the port community, and so it's giving back to the community where I work. But it's really it's a piece of history, and it's great for Quinn to go see that piece of history, work with his other friends, but also with his mom to really give back there.
So how do you choose which events to go to? I mean, I see you currently are working with 27 different philanthropies. I mean, do you just kind of just what's available when there's an event coming up or when you have something that needs to be done?
We have a calendar that we post for all of the mothers, and every week I send an email out that says, hey, go to the website, sign up for, X, Y, and Z event that we have posted on the calendar. We're trying to get more and more events on the calendar, so we're looking for local philanthropies to reach out to us and let us know that they need help. And then we fill it in on the calendar. It can be any day of the week. Once the school year starts, we're looking for philanthropies that are really based in the evening for the students because they don't get out until 3 o'clock, and on the weekends.
So is there any then requirement then for a philanthropy to reach out to you? Do they have to have any certain minimum time in existence, or just going to be anything needing some help with?
So we aren't looking for philanthropies that are working with animals. Kids have allergies, and there are various liability issues.
Risky business.
Yeah, definitely risky business. We are also not looking for philanthropies that are essentially races in the area. Races have a lot of people that volunteer anyway, and they're looking to raise money for their organization. We're really looking to do the practical service, the hands-on, the nitty-gritty that a lot of times philanthropies can't find people to do that work.
Now, one of the benefits is they get service hours as a result of all the volunteering that they get. How is that tracked? I mean, when I was in high school, nobody told me to go out there and volunteer and was tracking my service hours. I didn't even know I needed to do that, although I was told it was good on a resume. But is that stuff tracked and recorded these days?
We do. We track it on our website. So after we go and we volunteer for the philanthropy, we have to go and enter the number of hours that we've done, the number of hours that we've done as a mother and son, because sometimes you can do the hours separately if something comes up and your son is out of town or you're out of town. You can do a minimum amount where it's not mother and son, but the majority of them are mother and son together, and then we just enter them in, and the website keeps.
So not
track
all the
of them.
events have to have the mother and son together. I mean, you can go apart or from one another depending on events.
In rare.
That's not what it's encouraged, right? But it can happen, right?
Because the mission is to foster the mother-son relationship, and we really discourage that. But we carve out an exception here and there.
Now, how many members do you have in the local chapter here in Tampa?
So our local chapter is approximately 100 members right now. We're just over 100 members, but we're looking for more right now.
And anybody in South Tampa is eligible for the chapter here in South Tampa. Do you mostly have participants from Plant High School, or do you get good buy-in from the other communities or other schools?
So we have participants from Plant, from Berkeley, from Tampa Prep, from Robinson, from Jesuit, from Hillsborough, but we're really looking for any school in the South Tampa area.
So what are the ways that this organization gets the word out? Obviously, it's a big organization. I just learned about it today myself, but how are you all getting the word out about the Young Men's Service League?
So really what we try to do is get the word out by word of mouth. The organization requires you to have a sponsor, so people who are interested can come to me, and I can be their sponsor, or they can reach out to other people that are involved in the organization if they know of people who are involved, and we sponsor them because we want to have that accountability. It's a completely self-run organization, so the mothers are volunteering their time for the local philanthropies, but they're also volunteering their time to run the organization.
When you say sponsor, do you mean monetarily, or is that a mentor thing?
It's a mentor. Well, we sponsor as a mentor, a mother to a mother, but there is a monetary component to YMSL because we have to cover costs for the website and T-shirts and the banquet and things.
Good information here from Kristen Chittenden, president of the Young Men's Service League. You can learn more about this, ymslsoftampa.chapterweb.net, and that's a long website there, but we'll get that up on the show recap as well. Or you can just search for the Young Men's Service Service League.
trying to find that website.
Young Men's Service League here in Tampa. Again, currently talking to Kristen Chittenden, the president of the organization here, the South Tampa chapter. You're listening to That Business Show. Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business.
Savvy business owners utilize technology to connect with customers, communicate among teams, and collaborate with partners. Even with advances in technology, you all know it's not infallible. Where do you turn when your technology starts working against you? Who do you depend on to keep your team productive? Don't wait until your technology fails you. Get ahead of the crisis and contact the professionals at Alpha Computing Solutions so they can show you how to keep your technology running smoothly. Visit them online at www.alphacomputing.com.
Attention medical professionals. Have you heard that Tampa Bay will become the first certified wellness district in the country? Thanks to Jeff Fennick's revitalization of Channelside, the Dr. Whisperer wants to streamline your efforts in preparation. So when you're ready to ignite your practice, use the Dr. Whisperer's public relations expertise to spread the word. Use the Dr. Whisperer to motivate your staff. And use the Dr. Whisperer to recruit and secure leaders within your practice. Call the Dr. Whisperer today at 727-420-2481 or visit thedrwhisperer.com where they write your prescription for success.
Who doesn't have a smartphone these days? And of course, there's an app for everything. Well, almost everything. That's why the folks at Popcorn Apps started developing mobile applications. They saw people like you with genius ideas, unable to make those thoughts a reality. They develop applications for tens of thousands of dollars less than you'll find anywhere else, and will turn your idea into a reality in a matter of just a few months. Think you're not ready? Think again. They are your one-stop shop for mobile application development. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today. What's up, business rock stars? Are you ready to bring out the CEO in you? Join Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy, every other Friday on That Business Show. She'll be talking with other chief entrepreneurial officers about how they grew their businesses. Remember, you could join the conversation at Focus on You Strategies Focus Fridays Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. That's facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. Be the CEO of you. Did you know the biggest challenge business leaders face today is creating an engaged and productive workforce culture? Bill Meyer Ham Consulting wants to help you solve this challenge. They will help you transform your workforce culture to produce amazing business results. Call Bill Meyer Ham Consulting at 941-201-4650 today or visit BillMeyerHam.com. That's BillMeyerHam.com. Have a conversation.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal. And most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
At Vein 911, we will help you feel great again. Do you have restless legs, night leg cramps, or ankle swelling? Restless legs, cramping, swelling, and tired heavy legs are often symptoms of hidden vein disease. You do not have to have visible bulging veins to have the symptoms of vein disease. The vein care specialists at Vein 911 are uniquely qualified to evaluate and treat your veins. Are you unhappy with your previous vein treatment? Vein 911 succeeds where others fail. Call Vein 911 today at 855-VEIN-911. That's 855-834-6911 to book your free consultation. Vein 911. We will help you feel great again.
From the Bright House Networks Traffic Center.
Good morning. Hearing about a crash and some delays on eastbound Almerton Road near the 49th Street area. Crash reported near that new light at Roosevelt. Also some minor delays on southbound US 19 just south of Curlew. Crash off to the right-hand side there. State Road 60 has been reopened between Valrico and Dover Roads. That railroad crossing construction now complete. And some slow traffic on the interstates westbound I-4 approaching downtown Tampa. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson Udrich, Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by Stand Up to Cancer.
I'm Tony Goldwyn. 20 years ago, when my mom had lung cancer, she didn't have many choices. But today, you do. If you've been diagnosed with lung cancer, please visit standuptocancer.org/lungcancer to learn more.
Today, a mix of sun and clouds, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 91. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 77. Tomorrow, a 30% rain chance, high 91.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
And welcome back to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business. Currently talking to Kristen Chittenden, president of the Young Men's Service League. You can learn more about this over at ymslsoftampa.chapterweb.net, or just wait for me to put up the show recap, because it's quite a long URL to remember right there.
Much easier to copy and paste.
So, Kristen, tell me a little bit more about your background and how you came to get involved also with the Young Men's Service League.
So I talked to you earlier about the teenage years being really crucial, and my parents were a great inspiration to me during that time. You know, I think about my own kids and being a good example to them. It's not only about keeping those lines of communication open, but it really is about being a true example for your children. And when you think of teenagers, you know, you think they're not paying attention, but they really are. Mm-hmm. And you think that they're not reachable, but they really are. You think that they're not watching how you act or how you speak, but they really are. Even those little tidbits that seem like they've blocked it completely out, they really do pay attention and absorb what it is that you're doing. And my parents were true inspirations to me. I come from a family of 5, and my mother was always incredibly active in school, whether it was volunteering her time to come into the classroom or volunteering for field trips or whatever the case was. As we were growing up, we were all dancers and athletes and involved in tons of activities. So she volunteered a lot of time. They were also, both of my parents were also very active in our church community. And that was inspirational to me. But really, even more inspirational than that were my father's stories about growing up in Liberia, Africa. My grandfather was a missionary to Liberia, and my father moved over there and lived there during his 2nd and 3rd grade years. And he's a very pale-skinned redhead. And he always told us these stories about how the children really embraced him and would take him out into the jungle, and they would just run around the jungle. But they really, there was a sense of community there that even though he was different from what in appearance than they were, there was a real sense of community. And it's that real sense of community that inspires me to continue to give back to my local community.
How have you seen your relationship improve with your son as a result of the Young Men's Service League?
So Quinn and I would say that in areas where on the weekends we might not hang out, he would go out with his friends, or he would be looking for something else to do. We have gone and volunteered for these various organizations, and that is something not only in terms of the time that I'm getting to spend with him, but it's quality time. It's not time where we're sitting there in front of a TV, you know, or time where he's sitting in the car with headphones on. It's time where we're really talking to each other and giving back to the community. So I would say in that sense, we've really grown closer together.
Was there a little bit of a buy-in on his behalf when you came to him with this organization? He's like, "Mom, I'm not doing that."
Yeah, definitely.
How did you get through that objection?
Definitely. For Quinn, there are still days where I don't get the buy-in from him. You know, he says, "Oh, I don't want to get up. I don't want to go and do this." But he continues to participate, and it really is my participation and my active involvement that really keeps him involved as well. And sometimes it's begrudgingly involved, but he's still getting up and volunteering and going to meetings and learning those leadership and life skills.
So how have you seen him improve with those life skills? Has he become a stronger leader? Has he learned speaking and engagement and customer service more so? I know I had to learn all that stuff when I was 16, and we all do. How have you seen him improve?
So Quinn John is really a shy introvert. At home, he's chatty. He's really funny. He's much more the life of the party on the home front. When you put him into the school setting with the other kids that are there, he's much more quiet and withdrawn. And so each year we have boys meetings. We have 7 meetings throughout the year, and we have speakers come and speak at those meetings. And each year since Quinn and I have been involved, we've had a Dale Carnegie speaker come and speak. And that is his favorite speaker of the entire year. And through the Dale Carnegie speaker, he really got interested in Dale Carnegie in general and has been reading the books and is really much more outspoken than he was originally.
How often do you do the speaking events?
So once a month. Okay. The boys have to, it's roughly once a month. We do September, October, November, and then we pick them up again in January, February, and we do one in March or
So you're
April.
probably always needing speakers then for the professional speakers that are out there listening, correct?
We do.
How do you vet your speakers, and what are you looking for?
We need, we vet our speakers typically because we're a new chapter, we have been reaching out to speakers. So this is really the first time where we're getting out and saying, "Hey, speakers, come to us." If
so
you
it could be
it
could be then a good trade then for somebody who is a speaker, but they still getting over some of the humps of that business, so they could come out and practice, so to speak.
Absolutely,
correct? Okay.
Absolutely. But we're looking for speakers who will speak on health and fitness, who might speak on home repair. They might speak on city government, anything and everything in between. Healthy living, healthy relationships, addictions. I'm trying to get my 21-year-old to come in and speak about fraternities this year at some point. So
I can talk about that.
Yeah, that's one of Jamie's specialties.
Keep them out of the fraternities. That derailed me for about 6 years right there.
Well, just really, it's interesting because I talk to him all the time about fraternity life, and
it was fun, but it was.
Well, I was concerned as a mom when he first went in that there would be hazing. So that's something that we.
Oh, there is. Yeah, no, there
Jamie
is.
misses his toga.
I don't talk about that too much, but yeah, there is. So
it's got to be incredibly awkward to be doing keg stands wearing a toga.
Good discussion. Got to wrap up this show, but Kristen Chittenden, thank you so much for being in studio today.
Thanks for having me, Jamie.
And again, she's the president of the Young Men's Service League. You can learn more about that again over at ymsls.tampa.chapterweb.net, and we'll put that up on the show recap as well. Also, thank you to my guest in the first segment, Matt Rutzkowitz, founder of Surge Curve, a neat little video app to get the video off the phone and onto the landing page very quickly. Learn more over at surgecurve.com. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. It'll be TBBO Tuesdays on That Business Show. Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business.